March Madness!
Welcome to the game show, Name That STD. We're here in Ada, Ohio, because what better place to learn about STDs than on a college campus? But the real reason we are in Ada is because the NCAA decided to do something a little bit different this year. Host the March Madness games entirely in Ada, Ohio. We figured why not get the teams of the NCAA to raise awareness on this very awkward game show of Name That STD. This week we are focusing on gonorrhea. We will be asking questions to those on the Sweet 16 teams, because why waste our time for those who don't make it on top? We will be asking questions as if we were on the real NCAA bracket, which is a little different than our usually awkward game show, but who doesn't like to mix things up? Let's hit the courts to see what basketball players know about gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea is caused by the bacterium Neisseria gonorrhoeae. Which of the following incorrectly describes the pathogen? A. It's a eubacterial pathogen. B. It's a gram-positive Diplococcus. C. It grows and multiplies in the reproductive tract. Or D. It uses fimbriae to attach to cell surfaces.
Duh. A.
I think you're wrong. It's B.
That's correct. It's a gram-negative Diplococcus. The reservoirs for Neisseria gonorrhoeae are asymptomatic women and symptomatic men and women. How is it transmitted?
Me. Horizontally through direct, intimate contact, and vertically, not that I would know, but from mother to newborn.
When Neisseria gonorrhoeae enters host cells, it multiplies within vacuoles that are protected from phagocytes and antibodies. The vacuole then fuses with the cell membrane and triggers the release of cytokines, resulting in what type of immune response by the body? Inflammation. How does the gonorrhea-causing pathogen exit the body?
Through pus discharge.
For women with gonorrhea, the first signs and symptoms include yellow or bloody vaginal discharge, infections with irritation of the vagina, bleeding during vaginal intercourse, and painful burning sensations during urination. What are the secondary symptoms of gonorrhea in women?
There aren't any.
I'm not even going to get a degree, and I know that the symptoms are pelvic inflammatory disease leading to infertility, cramps, bleeding between menses, vomiting, and fever.
That is correct. The first signs and symptoms for men with gonorrhea are swollen and painful testicles, pus from the penis accompanied with pain, and burning sensations during urination. What are the secondary symptoms?
If left untreated, symptoms may lead to epididymitis and/or prostate complications. How can a mother with gonorrhea ensure that her child will not be affected?
Application of antibacterial eye drops after birth. That is correct.
How can gonorrhea be prevented while engaging in sexual activity?
Wearing a condom.
Yes, that's correct. Along with the male always wearing a latex condom during sexual activity, along with testing prior to any sex.
March Madness!
Pathogen enters the body through any of its orifices. It uses adhesives to attach to which sites in men and women? A. The urethra in men and the cervix in women. B. The urinary tract in both men and women. Or C. The lower respiratory tract in men and the upper respiratory tract in women.
It's A!
That's correct. A. It's the urethra in men and the cervix in women.
What is the incubation time of gonorrhea?
Mostly 2 to 10 days, but sometimes up to a few months.
That is correct. There are a variety of ways to test for gonorrhea, with the key specimens including from the infected areas of the cervix, urethra, or rectum. This true and false question. The gonorrhea cultures and nucleic acid amplification tests are used to determine whether a person has gonorrhea or not. True or false? True!
What's the treatment for gonorrhea?
Single dose of ceftriaxone intramuscularly for 250 milligrams. That cures all types of gonorrhea. Uncomplicated urogenital and rectal gonorrhea, use a single 400 milligram dose tablet of cefixime. That is correct.
March Madness!
Neisseria gonorrhoeae attaches itself within the protective environment of the epithelial cells in the reproductive tract. Which type of immunoglobulin protease does it release to degrade the antibodies that would otherwise destroy the gonorrhea-causing pathogen? A. Immunoglobulin M. B. Immunoglobulin G. C. Immunoglobulin A. Or D, immunoglobulin E?
It's C.
That is correct.
True or false? Ceftriaxone inhibits the cell wall formation of the bacteria.
True for the final two.
Now for the national championship of Name That STD Gonorrhea Edition. The national championship, University of Kentucky and Kansas State. Where are they?
Does this mean I win? I win, right? I win, right?
No.
Brett Favre.
What do you do?
I'm representing Kansas State. Nothing to do with them, but what can I do?
This is true. All right, I got this. Like easily. It's Brett Favre. Let's go.
The question is,
We already know the treatment for gonorrhea, but what if the patient also has chlamydia?
Ceftriaxone and doxycycline. Ha! Take that!
the winners! Woo!
Number one.
March Madness.
Treat gonorrhea early because it decreases transmission rates and infectiousness. We'll see you next time on Name That STD. Next week's edition, chlamydia.
March Madness.